Hey everybody, welcome back to Bangin Gears. I'm Frank. And if you follow this channel, you know in a recent episode I purchased an 8.5 by 20 enclosed diamond cargo blackout trailer. And I stated in that video that the next couple of videos will be mods I do to that trailer, such as like undercoating and rhino lining the floor and building a workbench. And I might do a couple of episodes and any mods I do to the truck specifically for towing that trailer. And that's what we're doing today. We're going to install some tow mirrors. They are going to dramatically enhance the overall look of the truck, and they're going to widen my field of view around the truck and the trailer itself. So we're going to do a quick unboxing, show you everything you get, everything you need, and then we're going to get it done. So stick around. First thing is the mirrors come packaged impeccably. They come foam injected in this case. The foam is actually foam injected around the mirrors so that they don't touch each other. They're really well protected. They also come in this like burlap bag. The other one's on the truck already. I did that as a pre-run, so I give you guys the best video possible, so I know exactly what I'm doing for the installation. So that's why it's not in the box. You're gonna get all the nuts that you need for installation. I may not use these. I may just use the stock nuts that come with the original mirrors. They work just as fine, and these are just extras in case you lose it. You're also gonna get the adapter that converts the mirror, which is a 22 pin to an 8 pin, which is what the truck is. We'll talk more about that in a second, but right now I just want to show you everything you get in the box. And then you're also going to get the mirror itself, which, like I said, comes in this covered bag and wrapped in plastic as well. The stock mirror up front is the passenger side, which is already off and installed on the truck, and this one is the driver's side. But just as a reference point, you can see how big the mirror itself is compared to the stock one, and how big the overall stance of the mirror itself is just double the stock one. It's going to give you a lot more visibility around the trailer. And it's, like I said, it's going to dramatically enhance the overall look of the truck. Let me see if I can explain this to you as simply as possible. The stock mirror is going to come with an 8-pin connector. Stock mirror on my truck does not come with a puddle light. Puddle light, if you're not sure what that means, is the light they have under the mirrors, so when you open the door, it shines a light on the ground so you can see where you're stepping. I don't have that on the stock mirrors. For my model 2020 F-150, the mirrors come with a 22-pin system, which is set up for the higher trim levels. This one will have a puddle light. The puddle light will not work because the truck is not wired to have the puddle light. So what you're going to get with these mirrors here is you're going to get the adapter. The adapter will plug in to the 22-pin system and will plug into the truck back to the 8-pin system. The extra wires are for the auxiliary lights, the puddle lights, your blind spot auxiliary, and your clearance lights. Again, because my truck didn't come with those on the stock mirrors, you're not going to be using these wires. So it's a straight plug and play. The 22-pin into the mirror, the 8-pin connector into the truck, and you're done. I will leave the links for the models that go from 8-pin to 8-pin, no adapter. I believe those are for the 2015 to 2018, and the 2019 and 2020 will come with a 22 to an 8-pin adapter. Both sets are plug and play no matter what year and model you have. It's a simple install. It's literally 4 bolts. Let's get to it. You literally only need one tool, a ratchet with a 10mm socket. You could use a trim piece remover, but you really don't need it, so we're not going to use it. You're going to remove the plastic trim off the truck. You can just pull it off. Just grab it and give it a good tug, and it comes right off. Here's the 8-pin system that I was talking about earlier. Okay, so you're just gonna unplug the 8-pin, and then there's this little white tab here that just kind of slips on the screw. You're just gonna pull that off so you can get at that nut and get it out of the way. You're gonna remove 2 nuts and 2 bolts. They're all 10 millimeter. That's why this is the only tool you really need. You're gonna remove these 2 nuts here, and like I said earlier, we're gonna reuse these nuts instead of using the nuts that came with the mirrors. And we're gonna remove this bolt here, and then there's this bolt here. Be careful here. When you get it loose and when you put it back on, do it by hand. You don't want the nut to fall down in here, or else you'll be pulling this whole door panel off, making more work for yourself. Work smarter, not harder. Tip number 1, make sure you have the window open so you can support the mirror. It's not gonna fall. It's held in by 1 clip and a pin, which I'll show you when I get it off, but rather be safe than sorry. What you're gonna do is, because of the clip on top and the pin at the bottom, you're gonna lift up and just kind of rock it. Okay, so you can see on the stock mirror, this is the pin I was talking about, and this is the clip here. So once the mirror is out, it's just swapping out for the other mirror. One of the other things I want to talk about is when this comes packaged, they put these little protectors on the bolts, which I think is a really great idea, and it shows you that somebody actually took the time and cared about what they were doing, and they put these protecting little plastic protectors on the bolts so they don't screw up the threads in shipping. There you go. Once you get the mirror lined up and you get the bolts through here, just put 1 nut on just to support it. Hand tight. Now you can open up the door again and put the bolts on. Remember, do not drop it down there, or else you'll be taking this whole door panel off. Even with the bolts right now, just tighten them up hand tight just to get them on, to support the mirror. So now, even though it's just hand tight, that's all we're gonna do for right now, because we're gonna put the adapter on, the 22 pin to the 22 pin in the mirror till you hear the snap, then the 8 pin to the 8 pin till you hear it snap. And now, even though it's just hand tight, now's a good time just to test it and make sure everything works before you tighten everything up and put the trim package back on. So before you do that, one other tip is to take the plastic off the mirror, so when you try to power them, you don't get them bound up with the plastic. The mirror works. See the mirror? It's going to be power mirror on the top and manual on the bottom. Okay? They're also defrost. So like on my car, when I put the defrost on, it'll defrost the mirrors. So you can see that the LEDs work as well. You get 2 strips in the front of the mirror, and then on the back side you get 2 LED points to shine towards the back of the truck to let everybody know you're making a turn. So now that we know it's wired in correctly and everything works, we'll tighten up the bolts and put the trim piece back on. I'm going to personally do it in like a lug nut pattern, so you get even. So you pull the mirror against the truck door evenly and it doesn't bind up either cockeyed. So let's do that real quick. Don't over tighten anything till you get everything like torqued down to the same amount. And then the last thing you're going to do is put the white tab back on to keep the wiring harness out of the way. Just presses in. And then you're going to just take these and just stick them down there. They don't matter. Then we're going to take our trim piece and put it right back into place and just give it a good push. And it snaps right back in. You can see how perfect they fit, nice and snug. They do not interfere with the WeatherTech rain guards at all. They have a nice good fit, nice and perfect, just like the stock ones all the way around. They are telescoping, so you can pull them out when you're going to tow, and then you can push them in when you're not towing. And that's it. It's a simple install. Took about 5 minutes. It'll definitely widen your field of view around your truck and trailer, and it definitely enhances the overall look of your truck. So if you like these videos, like I said before, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos about truck mods based on towing, and then we're going to do a lot of trailer mods to customize the trailer exactly how I want it. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time on Bangin' Gears.